gentlemen, welcome. April Patchnotes video, yay! While we watch the Gneisen speedboat run around in the background. Really quick one. Well, I say quick one. 10-minute one. New April update, Blossoming Gold. Which sounds like fun. Comes out on Monday. I hope you got your cardos. You still got a few days. You can do it. Silver Tsurigi. There's a code. You can see it. It's on the screen. The Battleship Iwami is coming out, which is a Tier 8 Japanese battleship. It's a Tier 9 premium on PC. 410mm guns. It looks like a key with improved torpedoes. From my understanding is that, I mean, by the way, this is a 5-week campaign. There is a improvement in the torpedoes from the key. I don't like the key particularly, but I hope it's accurate because I do struggle with it. But I do like the Amagi, so there we go. So yes, we have an Iwami 5-week campaign for a Tier 8, another battleship. There's a bunch of other things. There's a loyalty reward for all players. Basically, depending on how long you've been playing, if you've been playing for a long time, you can get the Prince Premium Tier 4 Destroy the Cyclone, or the Cyclone, or the Cyclone, or whatever, however you say it. I wonder if it's really quick. I do like my Sirocco at Tier 4, so I'm looking forward to this one. So yeah, it's, what is it, how long are we in now? 3 years, 4 years? It's been a while. There's something called Collections coming out, which is for Japanese Navy to start with. It's about collecting 12 cards, and you'll get them out of containers across the campaign missions. And basically, you get all the cards. You get the Mikasa 23 with a bright new paint job. Oh God, another Mikasa, bloody hell. I don't like one Mikasa. It's a punishment ship. It makes me suffer. It does. But anyway, the cards are kind of cool. I don't know if there's any application for them in game apart from just collecting them. But yeah, cool. Something else to earn, something else to do. Not a bad thing. There is also Golden Week 23, which is more shiny black and gold stuff for your Japanese boats. This time there's some samurai-inspired skins for the Nagato and Fuso. And they're being called Shiro, and they look kind of cool, actually. Hayate is getting a version of last year's Golden Week, and last year's Golden Week looked really good. And I do like my Yamato in that. And what was the other one? Congo. Yep. There's also a commander, guys, with that, a lady called Ashikaga Teru, who's a samurai lady. Who's always keen on getting into the win column. I don't know what that means. And apparently she has an individually softly spoken voiceover. So, yeah, if you like your softly spoken waifus, she sounds like one for you. Campaign itself, usual rules apply. 100 milestones over 5 weeks. Usual heroic updates. And if you invest the 2,500 doubloonies in the mission, you will get a bunch of spring crates in addition, Golden Week crates as well, 750 doubloons, 4 insignias, and a bunch of camos and things like this. Oh, and of course the Iwami itself. There's a few other things to talk about. German commanders are being rebalanced. There's a few new skills and some rebalancing. I'll talk about that in a second. Because that comes under Ministry of Balance. But there's interesting radar rework that's happening. And this is to do with the way the rework has happened. So Orkan's getting a duration increase and Black's getting a radar duration increase. I always forget that Black's got radar. But basically what happens is when you pop your radar, firstly it'll pop up in battle chat so everyone will know that you popped your radar. Only the person that popped it will see the enemy icons immediately. And your teammate will only see the enemy ship spotted after 5 seconds. So it becomes a little bit more immediately useful to you and less useful to your team and your division. Whether it's a big change, I don't know, but it is a change. We'll see what happens. It's not bad. I mean, Orkan, I always thought had a short radar, but Moving on, there's some improvements to the King George V and Duke of York because they have an improved repair party and an extra charge. So that gives them a little bit of benefit. There's new arena seasons coming out for Tier 7, Tiers 8 and Legendary. Full divisions, no carriers. Hooray! First season of that will start on April the 20th. And really interestingly, there's a frag counter, permanent camouflage, which looks really cool, which basically will be counting your kills in that ship on the side of the ship, a bit like you do when you kill fighter planes and things, which look really, really cool. So Worcester, Shimakaze and Yamato will now be getting it only, and it'll show how many ships that has sunk. But it will also update, obviously, all the ships that ship's killed previously as well. It does cost 5,000 steel, however, and it's available at the Forge, which seems quite expensive, but it still looks really cool. There's a new premium battleship, the Collingwood, which is fundamentally looks like a Nelson, and it gets the main battery reload booster, which is cool. Apparently it's good, it's accurate, and it's got big guns. Be interesting to see how it compares against the Nelson. It appears to only have 6 guns, so if the Nelson's got 16s, what's the Collingwood rocking? Question mark. I don't know. Let's have a look. It's got on World of Warships PC, it has 6 419mm guns, which sounds like a lot. So what's that? 16.5 inch? Big guns. Half decent health pool. Doesn't look particularly quick. But yeah, I mean, that's big guns at Tier 6. Big guns. Probably the biggest guns at Tier 6. Japanese high tier destroyers are coming back for global XP. So the Hayate and the Udachi are coming back. Udachi you can get for 750k. The Hayate for 1.4 million. Hayate I really like, but it's a lot of GXP. There's also the improved GXP conversion rate from launch date until May the 8th, but those ships will be at GXP. There's also wonderfully individual ship stats now. So they've spent a lot of time, and I'm really pleased to see this. So now you can look at everything that your ship does. Average ships killed, the best you've done in a ship, what's your win rate for that ship, everything. That looks really, really cool. So I'm really excited to, how can I get really nerdy with some of my boats. There's a few bug fixes. Atlantico's secondaries now will have quarter HE pen instead of a 6th, which means those 234s, those British heavy cruisers on the side of that ship, will be doing even more damage, and they'll pen up to 59mm. There's a few other bug fixes in terms of stats. Weirdly, Stig Hansen Eriksson's portrait was off-center in the commander's menu, and that's in the bug fixes list. Who knows? There's also some improvements to the interfaces, how we process friend requests and blocking players. And for those of you that are Korean and Chinese, there's in-game support for that now as well, which is awesome. Balance changes is my next little topic. I won't go over this in a huge way, but the most important one is the reduction in the capability of will to rebuild. Reduction in restoration per second is reduced from 0.5 to 0.3, and it only restores saturation up to 20%, which means that you can't just sit there trying to chew it up, and it doesn't. There's a lot of changes to commander stats and inspirations. The German German commanders have a bunch of skill changes, and I'm not going to go through all the stats now, but do look at the patch notes and have a look. The interesting one is that actually Otto Ciliax has a new skill for secondary gun damage. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. I do hope that, I think the ship stats thing is great. The Iwami, I'm not sure. We'll see whether that's a good one for me. But fundamentally, there's an awful lot in here. I think the will to rebuild nerf is long overdue. And yeah, come and log in with us on Monday evening, where we will be going through all of the changes, looking at some of the new ships. I'm really excited to play the Collingwood. Come and check us out on twitch.tv/Blaymeister. Come and have some fun with us. I will see you all on the flip side. Do take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day. And stay safe, chickens. Love you lots.